It's really like atrocious that this is how the year is starting off, that our community is suffering.
Police are investigating Quebec's 5th suspected femicide after a woman was found dead Sunday in Manawan, about 250 kilometers north of Montreal. Police were called to an apartment around 3 p.m. on Sunday where they found the bodies of a 39-year-old woman and a 44-year-old man. The Sûreté du Québec has now taken over the investigation and told City News they believe the case involves domestic violence and what looks to be a murder-suicide.
This is sort of like a wake-up call to see how we can support the community.
Whenever we do hear a case of 2 bodies found and it's a man and a woman, 9 times out of 10 it is a murder-suicide.
Sunday's death marks the 5th suspected femicide in Quebec this year and the 2nd involving an Indigenous woman. On New Year's Day in Hochelaga Maisonneuve, a 31-year-old woman was allegedly pushed from a 3rd-floor balcony by her former partner. She later died in hospital. Just 4 days later, on January 5th, a 54-year-old woman was allegedly killed by her partner in the northern Quebec community of Puvernatuck. The man was later found dead in what is believed to be a murder-suicide, marking the first Indigenous woman killed this year. Then, on January 11th in Quebec City, the death of 44-year-old Susanna Rocha Cruz was confirmed as a homicide after her body was recovered from the St. Lawrence River nearly a week after she was reported missing. A 43-year-old man from Laval has since been charged with second-degree murder. And on January 18th, a 40-year-old woman died in hospital after being seriously injured during an argument at a residence in Rougemont in the Montérégie.
Indigenous people suffer from systemic discrimination. It is something that the government doesn't acknowledge.
Advocates say the most urgent need is more shelters and solutions to the housing crisis. In Manawan, where Sunday's death occurred, there is no local shelter for Indigenous women.
From my experience, the shelters that are on reserve get less funding than those that are off reserve.
If we can get the affordable housing crisis under control, that means more women can sort of cycle through shelters faster because they'll be able to find safe, affordable housing outside of the shelter.
On average, 1 woman is killed every 5 days in Canada, making the concentration of cases in Quebec particularly alarming.
We do everything that we can to try and make change, but it's not just within the community that has to make change. It has to be also, the community at large.
In Montreal, Lola Calder, City News.